Metanoia Madness with your host, Nicholas Bradshaw.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is Metanoia Madness. I'm your host Nicholas, music creator, entrepreneur turned podcaster, lover of all things spiritual, mystical, and unknown. This is episode 20, Cultivating Self-Compassion, the path to inner peace. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Metanoia Madness. I'm your host Nicholas, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart and essential for personal growth, self-compassion. I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey of exploration and growth. In our fast-paced world, we often find ourselves striving for perfection, pushing through challenges, and being our harshest critics. It's easy to forget the importance of treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer others. Today we're going to explore the concept of self-compassion and how it can lead us to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. So why is self-compassion so important for inner peace? When we practice self-compassion, we create a nurturing environment that supports healing, resilience, and personal growth. It's about acknowledging our imperfections and struggles without judgment and extending kindness to ourselves in moments of difficulty. By doing so, we can reduce stress, improve our mental health, and build a foundation for lasting happiness. I can tell you from personal experience that embracing self-compassion has been transformative. There was a time in my life when I was my own worst critic, constantly pushing myself to meet unrealistic standards and feeling inadequate when I fell short. It wasn't until I started practicing self-compassion that I began to see significant change in my overall well-being. I learned to treat myself with the same care and kindness that I showed my friends and family, and it made a world of difference. In today's episode, we'll break down self-compassion into three main components: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. We'll discuss the benefits of self-compassion, including its positive impact on mental and physical health. And we'll share practical strategies to help cultivate this essential skill in your daily life. Finally, we'll address some common obstacles to self-compassion and how to overcome them. Whether you're new to the concept of self-compassion or you're looking to deepen your practice, this episode is packed with valuable insights and actionable tips to help you on your journey. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into a path of inner peace through self-compassion. Let's begin by defining what self-compassion truly means and why it differs from concepts like self-esteem. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and care that you would offer to a good friend. It's about being warm and supportive towards yourself, especially during times of failure or difficulty. Many people often confuse self-compassion with self-esteem, but they are quite different. Self-esteem is about evaluating oneself positively and feeling good about oneself when achieving success or receiving praise. While having high self-esteem can be beneficial, it often depends on external validation and can fluctuate with circumstances. In contrast, self-compassion is not about self-evaluation. It's about relating to yourself kindly, in spite of external achievements or failures. It provides a stable sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on meeting certain standards or gaining approval from others. This makes self-compassion a more reliable and sustainable source of inner peace. Self-compassion is typically divided into three main components: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. So we'll break these down. Self-kindness means being gentle and understanding with ourselves rather than harshly critical. When we experience pain or failure, we offer ourselves warmth and support instead of berating ourselves for not being perfect. Common humanity is recognizing that suffering and personal inadequacy are part of the shared human experience. It's about understanding that we're not alone in the struggles and that everyone goes through difficult times. This helps us mitigate feelings of isolation and unworthiness. Mindfulness involves being aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. We observe our emotions with openness and curiosity, accepting them as they are without trying to suppress or deny them. Mindfulness helps us maintain a balanced perspective, preventing us from becoming overwhelmed by negative emotions. There are several misconceptions about self-compassion that we need to address. Some people believe that self-compassion is the same as self-pity, but this is not the case. Self-pity involves becoming absorbed with your own problems and feeling sorry for ourselves, often to the exclusion of others' experiences. Self-compassion, on the other hand, is about recognizing our struggles while acknowledging that suffering is a universal part of life. Another misconception is that self-compassion leads to complacency or lack of motivation. Some fear that if they're too kind to themselves, they won't strive for improvement. However, research shows that self-compassionate individuals are actually more likely to take personal responsibility for their actions and are more motivated to improve themselves. This is because they're driven by the desire for well-being rather than the fear of failure. Practicing self-compassion has numerous benefits for both mental and physical health. It can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression by helping us manage our emotional responses more effectively. Self-compassion also promotes resilience, allowing us to bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Physically, self-compassion is linked to healthier behaviors such as better diet and exercise habits, as it fosters a caring attitude toward our own well-being. Consider someone who has just failed an important exam. A self-critical response might involve harsh self-judgment, feeling like a failure and giving up. A self-compassionate response, however, would involve acknowledging the disappointment, recognizing that many people experience similar setbacks, and offering oneself encouragement to try again. This compassionate response not only eases emotional distress, but also promotes perseverance and growth. By understanding what self-compassion is and debunking common myths, we can start to see how powerful this practice can be for our overall well-being. Now that we've discussed the importance of self-compassion and its core components, let's explore practical strategies to cultivate self-compassion in our daily lives. These strategies can help us develop more compassionate relationship with ourselves, promoting emotional resilience and inner peace. One of the foundational elements of self-compassion is self-kindness. Here are some practical ways to incorporate self-kindness into your routine. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself, especially during challenging times. Replace harsh self-critical thoughts with kinder, more supportive ones. For example, instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," say, "I did my best, and that's enough." Dedicate time each day to activities that nurture your body and mind. This could be as simple as taking a relaxing bath, reading a book, or going for a walk. Self-care is a tangible way to show kindness to yourself. Sometimes physical gestures can reinforce self-compassion. Place your hand over your heart and give yourself a gentle hug, or simply touch your cheek gently. These actions can be soothing and remind you to be kind to yourself. Mindfulness is about being present and fully experiencing the moment without judgment. Here are some mindfulness techniques to help you practice self-compassion. Practice deep breathing exercises to calm your mind and body. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Use guided meditations specifically designed for self-compassion. There are many apps and online resources that offer these meditations. These sessions can help you cultivate a compassionate mindset and release negative self-judgment. A body scan meditation involves focusing on different parts of your body, observing any sensations without judgment. Start from your toes and work your way up to your head. This practice helps you connect with your body and be present in the moment. Recognizing our shared humanity helps us feel less isolated in our struggles. Here are some exercises to foster this connection. When you're going through a difficult time, remind yourself that you're not alone. Reflect on the fact that many people face similar challenges. This can help you reduce feelings of isolation and self-criticism. Join a support group or a community where people share their experiences and support each other. This can be incredibly validating and reassuring, reminding you that you are part of a larger community. Engage in acts of kindness towards others. Helping others can create a sense of connection and empathy, reinforcing the idea that we all face struggles and need support. Being aware of our emotions and accepting them without judgment is crucial for self-compassion. Here are some practices to enhance emotional awareness. Write about your feelings and experiences in a journal. Describe your emotions without labeling them as good or bad. This practice can help you process your emotions and gain clarity. When you experience strong emotions, try to identify and name them. For example, instead of saying, "I feel bad," be specific and say, "I feel sad, I feel angry, I feel anxious." Naming emotions can help you understand and manage them better. Write a letter to yourself from the perspective of a compassionate friend. Acknowledge your struggles and offer words of comfort, and remind yourself that you deserve kindness and understanding. I feel like I've mentioned this in a number of past episodes, but the days leading up to me sitting down and actually writing the outline for this episode, I found myself in such a positive and high vibrational state of being. I woke up grateful and ready to see what life had in store for me to experience. I made my bed, showered, and got ready for my day. In the midst of me going through my morning routine, I noticed a string of anxious thoughts. My mind began filling with a number of things that absolutely had to get done, or else I would somehow label myself as a failure and write my future off as unsuccessful. All of a sudden, my new day that was filled with so much light and unexpected adventure was now filled with tasks that I didn't even have enough time to complete. As I began to feel my energy leave my body and became aware that my once high vibrational state of being was now lower, I stopped. I stopped feeding into the random, non-helpful thoughts. I took notice of the effect it was having on me, and at the same moment I decided I didn't want to attach my sense of self or my energy to these thoughts. I began remembering what my mornings used to feel like and how the conversations and tonality in which I spoke to myself used to be. As I recalled these habits, I remembered the effect they had on my state of being and ultimately my ability to manifest and create my reality. Once I was aware of what was happening inside, I gave myself a reality check. I took notice of the effortlessness it took for me to make my bed, do my morning meditation and yoga, as well as look at my day with a sense of excitement and gratitude for the adventures that lied ahead. I needed a moment to remind myself how far I've come and how I show up for myself in ways that I've never done before. The level that I've been able to take my self-compassion has become a power like no other. From the moment I became aware and began the process of cognitive reframing, my day and the experiences that unfolded throughout my day were nothing short of amazing. I was able to slow down and enter a state of flow that allowed me to accomplish everything that needed to be accomplished, while having a light heart and mood that only contributed to the betterment of myself and the unfolding of my day. Self-compassion is not about feeling good. It's a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. Let's focus on integrating compassion into our daily routines. It's not just about specific exercises, but about making self-compassion a habitual part of how we treat ourselves every day. One way to do this is through mindful awareness. Instead of reserving mindfulness for meditation sessions, practice being present throughout your day. Notice your thoughts and feelings as they arise, especially in moments of stress or self-criticism. Gently remind yourself to treat these moments with kindness rather than judgment. For example, if you make a mistake at work, notice the immediate self-critical thoughts. Instead of letting them take over, pause and acknowledge your feelings with compassion. Say to yourself, it's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning and I'm growing. Create a self-compassion toolkit, a set of practices and resources you can turn to when you need a boost of self-compassion. This might include soothing music, a favorite book, a journal, or a list of affirmations. Having these resources readily available can make it easier to practice self-compassion, especially during challenging times. You might also include reminders to take breaks, engage in activities you love, or connect with supportive friends. A body scan meditation can help you connect with your body and develop a sense of compassion for its needs. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort and breathe into them, offering kindness and care. This practice not only relaxes your body, but also fosters a compassionate connection with it. Set aside time each day for self-check-in. Ask yourself how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, and physically. This can be a brief moment in the morning, during a break, or before bed. Use these check-ins to acknowledge your needs and offer yourself compassion. If you're feeling tired, remind yourself that it's okay to rest. If you're stressed, acknowledge the pressure you're under and offer yourself understanding and kindness. Meditation can also be a powerful tool for cultivating self-compassion. Imagine yourself as a child or see yourself from a perspective of a loving friend. Offer the compassion you would naturally feel towards them. Visualize wrapping yourself in a warm, comforting blanket of compassion. Picture yourself surrounded by a soft, loving light that soothes and heals. This imagery can help you initialize feelings of self-compassion and carry them with you throughout the day. These small acts of kindness can trigger the body into relaxation response and foster a sense of safety and care. Notice how your body responds to these gestures. Do you feel more relaxed, more connected to yourself? Incorporating these practical steps into your daily life can significantly enhance your self-compassion. By consistently practicing mindfulness, creating self-compassion toolkit, engaging in body scan meditations, doing your self-check-ins, using visualization techniques, and practicing self-compassionate touch, you can develop deeper, more compassionate relationship with yourself. Remember, self-compassion is a journey. Be patient with yourself as you integrate these practices into your life. The goal is not perfection, but progress, gently moving towards a kinder, more supportive way of being with yourself. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Nicholas, signing off until next week.